Shalom. Call halal YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well, who taught me this truth, enough respect, and salutations to the fellow Akim, the house of David, the hopefully elect. Peace to the elect. YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI Barakatam to you Akim, as well as the Akwath that are listening and learning. This is your brother YAHAWASHI from the Birmingham branch coming to you again with this 100% doctrine. And this article I got queued up is from National Geographic. Now, for those of you that are still in the dark and that's unaware that these Native Americans, as a matter of fact, Latinos as well, as part of the tribes of Israel, all right, you're badly mistaken. I don't know if you've been in the dark or what have you, but this is a form of oppression as well. And Esau, Edom seizing more land. Okay? This is January 16th, yesterday, 2021, hasten to coming. And this goes to show you that Esau, Edom, all right, he's a covetous man, all right? And Yahawashi hates that, man. He abhors that. It says sacred Native American land to be traded to a foreign mining giant. Check that out, mining giant. It says Arizona's Oak Flat, a site considered holy to the Apache, is slated to be transferred to a mining company. But many are fighting the controversial move. Here it is. You got the pipelines going on, the gas line. I forget what they call it. All right. And now you have this. And this is recent news, man. All right. We don't even have to go into anymore, man. This is luscious land, man. You know? Matter of fact, it was one little passage I did want to get. All right. Lord willing to jump out to me. But the natives was letting you know that it had water, food. It had everything it needed in that particular land. All right. Let's get this quote. I think it's one of the most wicked things I've seen in modern days. The continued oppression of indigenous people, Barbara said. You see that? This is a thief. This is political violence. And they're going to the checkered past, man. So here it is. You have it on one hand, all right, people that don't believe that these indigenous so-called people, you know, are the tribes or the Most High's children for that matter. Then on this hand, you see that they're quoting, all right, oppression, thieves, violence, all right? Who would cry out like that? The Israelites, as the Lord said we would do in these last days, man. You know? And it goes into never give up. You know, it ain't that big of an article, all right? Let's see. I can't get over this, man. This quote, man. You know, it's wicked. You know, what we call Esau, the board of wickedness, man. That's what the Lord said. You see, and by usury and by his policies, all right. The rich is got by deceit, you know, and injuries. The kingdom is transferred from one people to another. You know, and guess what? It's going to a mining company. The Trump administration illegal move to give Oak Flat to a foreign mining company, might even be China, is an outrageous act of corruption and a callous betrayal of native people who value the land as sacred. This latest travesty by a disgraced president on his way out the door won't stand. So they're trying to fight this, man. All right. Let's see if I can get that. And you know, America do have some pockets where they push the natives out on these reservations. All right. They have it. Let's get some scriptures out. They still have some luscious land over here, man. This is why the Lord said you'll have the fatness of the earth. You know. And we're in that part, all right? of America, man. You know, I mean, they're in those certain parts of America, man. All right, let's get Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." So here it is: the violence through blood. You know, the unjust laws through lies. All right, and again, the stealing of the land by robbery. You know, who are the prey, man? The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You understand? Micah 2, verse 1, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." You see that? The laws. He came up with his own set of diabolical mind plans in his think tanks on their beds. And this is where they practice evil at, right? You see? Verse 2, "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man and his household, even a man and his heritage." And you had back in the late, you could say around the 40s, 50s, and 60s, you had a lot of these Western flicks, and they had these so-called indigenous, so-called Native Americans playing as the actors was so-called white, Caucasian. You know, they named themselves the Romans, they named themselves the Greeks, they named themselves the Egyptians, they named themselves the Jews. All right, even some of these Chinese, so-called Chinese kung fu flicks, man. You had some Edomites in there, man, playing as Moab. You know. They oppress a man in his household, even a man in his heritage, man. And it's a form of, a form of that, man. You know? Let's read that. It says, "The nosy and many others, the sight is holy. It's just like Mount Sinai." Woo! Hold on now. Why would they be saying that? You see? See, that let you know that our people, man, are the so-called natives and are the so-called Mexicans and Latinos, man. It says it's just like Mount Sinai. He says a place of divine revelation where deities live. It's a part of our identity as a people. Why is he saying, referring back to Mount Sinai, man? All right, because they was there. All right, because we was there. You see? It says, "But for years, the Resolution Copper Company has sought to acquire this land known to the Apache people as Chich-E-Bil the Goldtill," if I'm pronouncing that right. It says, "Beneath the surface, a couple of miles down, is one of the largest untapped copper reserves in North America, man." So here it is. The devil want to continue to destroy and continue to drill and continue to milk the earth out of all its resources, man. All right? By getting rid of the people on that land, man. Again, this is an act of violence. This is an act of wickedness. You see? Let's get back to some scriptures, man. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5. I'm going to start at 7. Isaiah 5:7, it says, "For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant." Here it is. You have the two tribes we speaking of here, man, in Isaiah 5:7. It says, "And he looked for judgment, but behold, oppression, for righteousness, but behold, a cry. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth," man. And this is what this devil does, man. Habakkuk 2:5, man. He transgresses by wine. He go from house to house. He go from field to field. The scripture tells you that he'll be a vagabond. All right? He'll be hidden from the Lord's face. All right? Roughly paraphrasing. A vagabond, a fugitive, man. On the planet Earth, man. Because anything outside of Mount Seir, which is today modern Petra, is not yours. Simple said and put, man. All right? So woe unto you that's joined house to house, man. You know? Let's go to Jeremiah 22:13. And it reads, woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's services with outrageous, and giveth him not for his work. And who have done that, man? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, man. He gave us no account for our labors, man. Our forefathers that worked and toiled. And here it is, you're still oppressing, all right, these so-called Native Americans, man. All right? They have everything they need in this land. You know? Let's see. In December 2014, then Senator John McCain attached a rider to the 2015 National Defense Authority Act that paved way for 2,500 acres of the land, including Oak Flat, to be transferred to Resolution Copper. In return, the government would get more than 5,000 acres of land acquired by the company elsewhere in the state of supposed equal monetary value, man. You know? So even with their laws, they're going back on these laws, man. Okay? These devils, hey, they can never have enough, you know? Let's get that. These motherfuckers ain't satisfied with shit, man. This is a devil. He's a nigger at your table, you know? So Rock 14:9, it said it covers his man's eye, is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul, man. So he's not satisfied with his blessing that Isaac had gave him. All right? He got the fatness of the earth, the dew in heaven from above. He got the sword to rule, right? Because he needed. But he still is not satisfied with that. All right? Because why? He is impatient, man. You know? He is impatient, man. You see? Just like that meat he wanted. That raw porridge. He wanted that. He was impatient, man. Hey, just like iconoclasm. All right? Iconoclasm. When they came out of that bottomless pit, all right, to deceive the world again, there's a lot of catacombs in Russia, all right, that they couldn't even get to. All right? And if they did, they just gave up, man. We don't need to cover those up. And that's why this information is flowing out now. He's impatient, man. You see? He didn't do that all the covering up that he could, all the whitewashing as they called it. You know, that he could, man. You see? So woe unto you, man. Woe unto you. Let's get another scripture ended off in Malachi, man. All right, because I can't find it. But anyway, this land that you're looking at, it has more of a here it is. Hey, HALAL, YAHAWASHI. All right. It says Oak Flat is not only the sacred. Let's do it like that. Oak Flat is not only sacred to the Apache. They believe it's home to all the things needed to live. What? Water, food in the form of acorns, medicinal plants, and more. And this devil want to come in and destroy it, man. Well, the devil need to be destroyed. He need to be taken out of the way. See, this is YAHAWASHI letting them let, man. All right? So let's end it off in Malachi. Because this devil's still trying to build. He's still trying to, you know, bleed the earth out, man. Malachi 1:4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. The people, all right, against whom the Lord, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, hath indignation forever, man. So where's this love? You plantation Christians, where's this love that the Lord is supposed to have? These are all caps here, man. The Lord has in the nation for a certain people forever, man. And that's the nation of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, man. Damn that devil, man. Ain't nothing but a nigger. That's all I had on that. Lord willing, it was edifying and confident. Shalom. On to the next one.